cut the excuses and level up with me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now, of course, if you did click on this video, I'm pretty sure you know what we're going to talk about and you are probably ready to conquer 2021. So today I want to talk to you guys about different ways that you can level up in 2021. Now, these are not just things that I'm spewing out to tell you guys. I am also going to be following these things and I'm really evaluating where I need to work on and what I can do more of and what things I need to just get done and stop procrastinating. So if this sounds like a bit of you, keep watching. Number one, sort out your living space. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Even if you have your own bedroom, you guys, it's so important to have an environment that truly reflects you, that actually gives you a calm spirit, somewhere that you can relax, somewhere that you can be productive in, and somewhere that makes you feel happy. There's nothing worse than coming home from working or being out and not being, you know, comfortable with the environment that you're sleeping in, that you're relaxing in, that right now currently we have to spend most of our time in, if not all of our time. Is your living space cluttered? Please declutter. Is it dirty? Start cleaning for the new year, you guys, and keep on top of it. If it's outdated, start styling it. Let's be honest, there are people out there who look amazing outside and on Instagram, but their living conditions do not reflect that. You don't want to be one of those people. I don't want you guys to be one of those people. I want you to take pride in the home that you are in, the room that you're in, whatever the case may be, however big, however small, I don't care. I just want you guys to have a true reflection and an environment that is going to make you feel your best and be your best. You'll remember that back in 2020, I changed my living room decor because my living room space was just so outdated and did not reflect me anymore. I now feel like this represents me for where I am now, because obviously there's always room for growth. Okay, you guys, number two, I am talking directly to myself, and it is about being healthy and fit and taking it seriously in this new year. I have always been someone back in the day that was naturally really toned, really athletic, really just, I was my own body goals naturally without doing anything. But I'm also someone that loves too much food. And obviously I'm a bit older now. Things aren't as easy to shift, and I know women out there have been saying this for years, but I'm actually living that life right now. So one thing that I am dedicated to doing this year is being intentional about my health and about my fitness. So I have gone through periods, especially last year, where I was super on it for some months, and then months that I just did not care. Not this year. 2019 was a year that I was pretty much pescatarian slash vegetarian for like the whole of the year, and I was honestly feeling my best. So I definitely want to push myself back towards that direction because I know that that's what works for my body, but it may not work for you. Find out what works for you, what diet works for you. Are you going to try intermittent fasting? Are you going to work out every day? Are you going to do yoga? Are you going to do running? My health is going to help me level up. Cut the excuses and level up with me. Number three, you need to start investing in yourselves, hands. I know what this feels like, especially if you're in a situation where you don't make a lot of money, or a lot of the money you do make just goes flying out. I've been there, lived that. I know what that feels like. It's only really now that I'm starting to be a bit more relaxed when it comes to spending and investing on myself. But guys, it has to be done. It honestly has to be done. And I don't just mean buying clothing and buying makeup, although if that's what, you know, is investing in you, then definitely do that, because I had to start doing that to make myself feel a little bit better. And that also meant that by doing that, I then took myself more seriously and would put out better content, better work, feel better, and it all is like a domino effect, you guys. If you're a YouTuber, for example, it may be spending money on equipment. Something that I was forced to do the first day of Vlogmas, my camera dropped, broke, and the next day I had to go out and buy a new one. And I was annoyed, but I thought, well, you know what, it's God's timing, and actually that camera was on its last legs. And in that video I actually said, guys, my camera, I think I'm gonna have to get a new one in the new year. Half an hour later, if you're, you know, a professional, if you're someone that's a business owner, a creative, whatever, maybe it is time to get a new MacBook or a new laptop, whatever is your brand of choice. This one was a gift for my birthday because I think my boyfriend realized, girl, you're not going to invest in yourself, so I'm going to have to, because it was on its last legs, my last one. I was crying and complaining about it. Buy the things that you're going to need that are going to make you money back, or things that, you know, you just need to replace. do it. It's the year to do it. The next one that I have to stress, which you guys hear me talk about this every year, but I'm gonna make it very clear to you guys right now. It's time for us all to be organized women, okay? We need to be organized. We need journals, we need notebooks, we need calendars, we need diaries, we need them for different things. Now you might think, Jade, why have you got two of the same thing? They're not the same, they're different. This one is my everyday diary that has a calendar and different days, and I can add notes and I can do this and I can put appointments in it. This one is more of a goal setter. So you guys, in order to actually achieve certain things, it's very important to be organized and set goals for those things and plan alongside your calendar, your diary. Do it by quarter. What are the things that you want to tick off your list in the first quarter, second quarter, and so on? What are the top high-level goals for the year? And also get an idea of what your 5 and 10-year goals look like, because all the things you do in this year is going to go towards that. It's honestly time to write these things down. I am somebody, I have notebooks everywhere for different things. Like, okay, look, here's my sort of like prayer slash journal book. This is the book where I write my thoughts down, my prayers and journaling, all of that good stuff. I won't go into journaling just yet because the next thing I'll talk about, one of the next things, I'll get into that a bit more. But it's about being organized, setting goals, ticking things off your list. Set your goals and honestly work towards them. Hold yourself accountable. This year, if not any year, it needs to be this year, okay? Another way to level up this year, guys, is to keep yourself inspired. Whatever that looks like to you, whatever inspires you, force yourself to continuously see that. You have seen me talk about vision boards in the past. I've been talking and doing those for so many years. What you can do is use Pinterest. I am on Pinterest every single day. I do have a Pinterest account. I know I get asked that often, and I will share the link down below because I'm gonna start working on my Pinterest more, or just being more open about it, because honestly I find Pinterest my #1 spot for inspiration, motivation, and just visualizing my life, curating my life. That's what it's all about. Don't think that those successful people that you look up to haven't done this. You are not strange or weird for curating and imagining the life you want to live. That is the first step of getting there. Obviously you need to do the work, which is where the goal setting and planning and to-do lists get involved. But having those visuals in my mind anyway works for me. That's how I got this flat, even down to my car. That is what I did. I would throw these images everywhere, on my laptop, on my phone, print pictures, just have them around so that I would see and imagine myself living and having those things. So you can use it for material things if that's your way of leveling up in terms of getting luxury. Again, bring out the journal. This is my Faith, Hope, Love journal. You can use anything. It's literally just plain. Sorry, I don't want to show you guys what's in there. But I've got prayers. I'm currently doing a 21-day fast with my church, and this is the journal I also use to just write each day and all of that. So get yourself some kind of journal dedicated to writing down and imagining and dreaming. I find it so fun, like writing things down and like just visualizing things I want to experience and stuff like that. Writing stories about the life I'm going to live. That's the way I see it. So yeah, start getting visual, start attracting these things, start praying and having faith on these things. So I used to be one of those people that would complain every single day about my job because I was not fulfilled, I was not happy in that job. I also realized that I just wouldn't be happy in any job because it wasn't suited to me to be in a job full-time, restricted, because I'm such a free-spirited, I want to do what I want to do kind of person, which I didn't know, which is why I thought I could do law. But now I'm like, actually, I just need to be free. Now, obviously, the real world is we need jobs, okay? Like, we all need some kind of job. Now, if you are someone that is always complaining about your job, you need to kind of look at that as a sign of what is going to fulfill you. Now, I know we're in a current climate where jobs are not easy to come by, and actually there is a fear of leaving a job because what if you don't get another one and all these things. So I'm not saying to just leave your job, but I am saying to start looking at things and ways to fulfill yourself outside of your job. Hone in on what you're passionate about and what you can kind of do outside of work. Are you good at hair? Are you good at sewing? Are you good at writing? Are you good at taking pictures? Are you good at reviewing things? Do you like baking? Do you like doing balloons and things for events? Because that is also key, especially being in lockdown. People are still celebrating birthdays and celebrations, and they're doing it at home. And this is a great time to cash in on something that you're truly a natural at or really good at. One of the biggest ways to level up in 2021, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's a secret, don't share it. I'm joking. Save your money, guys. Save your money. One, there is nowhere to go right now, so it's a great excuse to save money and be stingy and not spend on yourself in that way. Unless it's investing to do something right now that's going to make you more money, I suggest you just keep that money and save it. You could start trading. Maybe you could buy a property if properties drop, but you want to be prepared for whatever comes your way and have the cash to dive in and make the most of it. The last major lockdown back in March 2020, a lot of people invested in Amazon. They're laughing right now. Tesla, they're laughing right now. This year is about saving for me, as much as it is about luxury, which makes no sense. I'm trusting God that he's going to allow me to live both. He's going to allow me to have a bit of both. Please, Lord, please, this year. Please. Honestly, like by the end of this year, I want to be able to tell you guys I've saved X amount of money this year. And I want you guys to be able to tell me in the comments, Instagram, email me and tell me, Jade, I watched that video, I took it seriously and I've saved this much money, or I've put it into this, or I've bought a property at this price when it dropped. Can I also just add, because this just came to my mind, if you are somebody who is, you know, like a freelancer, a self-employed person, an influencer, a blogger, a business owner, I think this is the year to actually up your prices. I remember hearing someone on a podcast, a blogger, saying every year they up their fee, and I'd never done that before. But you know what? I need to level up. One of the major ways of leveling up is to actually read books. Now this book here is How to Make It Happen. Years ago, maybe 7 or so years ago, I started reading the original book by this writer, How to Be an Overnight Success. And it was honestly so eye-opening because, guys, there is no such thing as an overnight success, okay? Okay, I heard or read somewhere that it's roughly about 10 years on average before people blow, and then people on the outside, consumers, etc., audiences, view them as overnight successes, but they haven't seen the 10 years. It's like that carrot in the ground, like looking at the roots, and the carrot is that small, but the roots are so big and you can't see the results on the surface, right? Guys, everything takes time, and I, for one, used to be a reader. I have so many books. My mum has always been a reader. My whole life, she'd have crazy, huge, fascinating books around the house, and I would be reading them at such a young age. But I stopped all of that because I became too digital and too focused online, and obviously my job means I don't stop working. I'm always working and I'm always online. But I'm actually going to dedicate time properly every day now. Feed my mind, feed my brain, and educate myself, open up my mind, and just level up. I don't know what that was, but yeah, level up. So this is the first book of the year that I'm reading, and I will start sharing more of this stuff on my Instagram, and I actually have a highlight there already for books, so I will include this and I'll keep you guys posted on the next ones and how it's all going. And lastly, I want to tell you guys to also rest, have getaways, have staycations. When we are allowed to travel if you can, and if you can't because this year is actually a savings year, then have a little staycation in the UK. There are so many affordable things you could do, places you can stay in the UK. There are going to be so many deals. Hotels are going to be having so many deals like crazy because they've been losing money for so many months, almost a year. So jump in on that. I want you all to level up with me. I want to level up just as much as you do. I want to take things to the next level, and so I am very excited about the year. Regardless of what's going on around me, I am going to level up within myself. So whatever that looks like for you, whatever things have resonated with you in this video, take them on board, put them into practice. 2021 is the year that we level up and become our best selves.